I'm always TEMPHUiBIS here, and today I'm going to talk about Conor McGregor. But first, yeah, let me show you my nice hat. You can see my new hat, And also I got the new shirt, UFC New York, which is the UFC 205 shirt. I had to buy this shirt, yeah, because as you know, it was a historic event recently. The first UFC in New York. They've been trying to get it there for over 10 years. They finally got it there. I had to get this shirt as a sort of a tribute. And of course, man, I have to get another new UFC hat. Yeah, everybody says I've got an obsession here with UFC and MMA stuff, yeah. Well, I'll take a quote here from Leah Smazik, aka the Tigress. Obsession is another word for passion. Be up the Tigress. So I'm going to talk about Conor McGregor, and I'm going to talk about who I believe his next opponent should be. I'm just talking about the conversation about who Conor McGregor should fight next. So far, what I can say is there's 6 possibilities that Conor's next opponent could be. I'm going to say all 6 of them, and I'm going to say what I think of them. So the first possibility could be a rematch with Jose Aldo for the featherweight championship. And we all know that that's a possibility because you got some people out there who believe that although he knocked him out in 13 seconds, they believe that could have been a fluke. That could have been that lucky shots, which I think is a bit silly to say. Really, I don't usually believe in lucky shots in combat sports, but a lot of people will say that Jose Aldo will be proper ready the next time and come for. He'll be proper ready and come for come more prepared. Won't go and fight with his hands down type thing. But this is from reading quite a lot of comments and everything. Yeah, my opinion about it, I'll come to that later. But it's a possibility because that's what a few fans still actually want, because they do believe that 13-second knockout was just a fluke. The second possibility is Conor facing Khabib Nurmagomedov. Because obviously Khabib is a beast, and his wrestling is just on another level completely. And he destroyed Michael Johnson at UFC 205. He just showed how, oh my god, his grappling is just on another level. I mean, we all know, yeah, that MMA, to be a good high-level mixed martial artist, you need to have both all the stand-up and the grappling, and you need to mix it together. You need to be well-rounded. Everyone knows that. But Khabib, he's one of those type of fighters who looks like he could get away with it with just the grappling, because it's just that good. You know what I'm saying? So there's the chance that after everything he's done, being 24-0 and all that, and the way he's beating these high-level opponents, I think there's possibly the chance, yeah, that he could be next to face Conor, probably for the lightweight for the title. And the third possible opponent could be Tony Ferguson. And Tony Ferguson is also in the mix in the lightweight division. But there's been talk about how he should fight Khabib. In fact, they've had matches set up where they were going to fight each other, but there's been injuries and blah, blah. But Tony has said that people are wanting Tony to fight Khabib, and the winner gets the shot at that. I can't see that happening now because Khabib's had enough, and he said that if his next shot is not for the title, he'll probably leave the UFC. And he doesn't look like a guy who jokes. He looks like he's really serious about that. So it's probably either going to be Khabib or Tony next. But I know that Tony's in the mix as well, because Tony's been on a tear recently, and he's just beaten the former lightweight champion as well, which is Rafael dos Anjos. So the fourth possibility, it's going to be the trilogy fight with Nate Diaz. A lot of people are saying this is the money fight. This is the fight that's going to make the money. That's the fight that everyone wants to see, because the first 2 were so epic. I enjoyed both the first 2 matches, and it is a trilogy. And this one will be done at 155, not 170 as the other 2 happen. So it's going to be it will be a pretty tough match. So Yeah, gotta see it. That's probably going to be a match that even if it doesn't happen next, it will definitely happen down the line. That's definitely a match that we're going to see happening. And the fifth possibility is Conor McGregor moving up to welterweight and going for the welterweight championships. That'll be against Tyron Woodley. You know, uh, that's a possible matchup. There's been talks about it. I noticed that Tyron done a tweet here that wasn't quite direct, but it was almost sort of leaning against the fact that he was going to be next. That is going to be the next match set up. We're not really sure what Connor's next match is going to be because he's having a bit of a break now. He's got a child coming soon. Well, no, not soon. I'm talking about like next year, and Connor has been pretty active this year. He may not have been defending his belts, but he has been pretty active this year, fighting a lot. And I'm pretty sure all that's going to be contributing to him taking this break right now. You know, so, but when he does come back, we'll see what we got. And we have the sixth possibility. And I'm not sure if this one's going to happen. I mean, out of all of these possibilities, this one's least likely going to happen. It's going to be Anthony Pettis for both the lightweight and featherweight championship matches. That's what he's called him out for. He's challenged Conor for that. Now, if I was going to say, if to be honest, if I was to talk about that match, I could turn around and say, that could be a fantastic match. First, because hey, it's a fantastic matchup. Conor McGregor versus Anthony Pettis. That's a fight that all Taekwondo practitioners and fans and all most stand-up fans usually would love to see. It would be a really great fight, even though that they do have a good jiu-jitsu as well, especially Anthony Pettis, definitely great jiu-jitsu. I'm pretty sure that it'll be more of a stand-up fight, and a lot of people may love that. A lot of people who love the movement side and stand-up side of MMA will love that. I can imagine that being a real fantastic fight. Really, I really do. And on top of that, fight for both the belts. That's something they do in boxing quite a lot of time, where they're multiple weight classes and everything, and then they go take fights which put all their belts on the line. If Conor put both his belts on the line against Anthony Pettis, that would be big and epic, and you'll know that there'll be a crowd to watch that. I think it'll be a fun fight, and it would be an epic moment to defend both belts at the same time. That'd be sick. So let's go back to Tyron Woodley. If I have to be honest, man, I seriously don't want Conor to fight at 170. I don't think he is great. I don't think his body is good enough for 170. I know he's got the skill. He's got perfect skill and everything like that, yeah. But you saw in both the Nate Diaz fights, yeah, how quickly he gassed out. At featherweight, yeah, he was doing absolutely brilliant, but you could see the cut for what featherweight was starting to get bad for him. But lightweight, it's just perfect weight class. I think lightweight is perfect for him. Welterweight, I know Conor likes to challenge, but I think welterweight's too much. I know he likes challenging himself and he wants to just go up there, and we're always gonna have respect for him for that. But I just can't. I can't see that match. I feel that it's too much. So I personally wouldn't want to see that. That's definitely not the matchup I'd want to see Conor have. Let's go back to the trilogy with Nate Diaz. I reckon that's a brilliant fight, and it's going to be a big money fight, and it's definitely true. It's definitely going to be the biggest money fight out of all. And them two bring it. Even when Conor lost the first match, yeah, I felt that he still brought it in the first round and the second, up until the point he got knocked. But and the second match was phenomenal. Both matches, yeah, I thought was really terrific. The trilogy will be absolutely brilliant, and it'd be both of them more or less at their normal weight classes at lightweight. So it'd be great to see how they'll do then, and I know that there'll be some more funny stuff in the press conferences for that. Just hopefully they don't get fined any more money. But yeah, I'm interested to see that one. Yeah, but that's not really the one I think should be next. You know, it will happen down the line, but I don't think it should be next. You know, um, so going back to the fights of Jose Aldo, Khabib, and Tony. My personal opinion, what Conor should do is defend the featherweight champion against Jose Aldo. I've always stated on forums and groups and stuff, yeah, that I believe that if Conor wins the featherweight title off Aldo, then won the lightweight championship off Rafael dos Anjos, because the time when he was about to fight Rafael dos Anjos was March 2016. That was a long time ago. I thought if he had fought Rafael at that point and won, then he could have defended the the featherweight title and then defended the lightweight title before now. Up to now, I reckon he would have done that. That second match against Nate could have been him defending the lightweight, and this match where he just beat Eddie Alvarez could have been him defending the lightweight. You know what I mean? So I feel like it should be in that order. A lot of people have, a lot of people have always been saying, yeah, that the featherweight championship has been held up and everything and all that. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's held up, because the show goes on. You don't always need the champion there for the show to go on. But at the end of the day, it would be. I guess yeah, it should be next. And on top of that, like I said, a lot of people still not too sure. A lot of people still believe Jose Aldo beats Conor 9 out of 10. Now I do agree that I think Jose Aldo is a very, very tough match for Conor, and I stated that in my video before the match happened, and that 13 seconds was that shocked me like hell. But you know what? Even more shocked me like hell, the way he just battered Eddie Alvarez. So a lot of people let's get on to Khabib for a bit, because a lot of people may think Khabib's next in line. Khabib should be getting a lightweight shot right now and everything like, yeah. I believe, yeah, Khabib definitely deserves it. Definitely 100%. And I would actually like to see Khabib versus Conor McGregor, because there's mystery in that as well. How will Conor deal with Khabib's wrestling? Because it will be the best wrestler he's ever faced. I always think, hey, you never know. Conor could land something before Khabib gets a takedown. That could happen. And you know what? And you know why I say that could happen? Because Michael Johnson did manage to land something on Khabib before Khabib took him down. And I think, hey, Conor might punch harder than Michael Johnson, because he has good precision with his punches. You never know. He might be able to time something perfect and land it on Khabib before Khabib even commits to a takedown. So you don't know what could happen. A lot of people saying that Khabib is the guy who is going to take out Conor. They're saying that he is going to be the one that will just expose him and everything and all that. But hey, MMA is so unpredictable. I was not expecting Conor to beat Jose Aldo in 13 seconds. I was sure damn hell not expecting Conor to beat Eddie Alvarez the way he beat Eddie Alvarez. I was saying before this match here that I think Eddie Alvarez is going to be a very tough matchup for Conor. I was always thinking that Conor was going to win, but I didn't think that it'd make it look as easy as that. I thought it probably would have been this, maybe a possible one-punch knockout sort of thing, like Aldo, but not in 13 seconds. But I didn't expect him to knock him down 3 times in the first round and to come another time in the second round and finish for that. It was 10-8, 10-8. Should have been 10-6. No, but they don't do 10-6. But that is how much, so much mysteries Conor always has with all his fights. You know, so I reckon out of the two fights, it should possibly be. It should be against uh, Jose Aldo for the featherweight championship, or Khabib for the lightweight championship. As I said already, I think it should be Jose Aldo first. See where that goes. But then there is the situation. There is the talk as well that Conor may never get back down to 145 because, to be fair, it does look like a hard weight cut. I personally think Jose Aldo shouldn't even be fighting at featherweight either, because I've seen how his weight cut looks like it almost kills him as well. It's disgusting. So I actually believe Jose Aldo should move up, personally myself. But on that aspect alone, maybe it shouldn't be Jose Aldo next. It should be Khabib next. Basically, in short, what I'm trying to say is, if Conor can make 145 no problem still, which he says he can, if he can, Jose Aldo should be next, the rematch. If he can't and he has to stay at lightweight, then it should be Khabib. There's still the talk about Tony Ferguson there as well. I mean, what if in my own world right now? Obviously, I'm just a random guy, yeah, from England. My opinion don't really matter, yeah. But if it was up to me, what I would like to do, what I would like to see at least, is Jose Aldo. So Conor face Jose Aldo for the featherweight championship, and Khabib fights Tony Ferguson for the lightweight championship. I know Khabib would not like to hear that, but that is what I feel should happen. Conor just go back to the featherweight, do a little bit of business there, and then come back to the lightweight and face the winner of Khabib and Tony Ferguson. I feel, and then Khabib and Tony Ferguson had a little bit of beef anyway, so hopefully that match does get happen, and hopefully Khabib decides to give the UFC one more chance. He doesn't sound like he will, because he really does seem angry. But yeah, sorry, one of those. But that's my opinion, really. That's who I think Conor should face next. Jose for the 145, or Khabib for the 155. I'm saying, even though Tony Ferguson's in the mix, I must admit, I've been saying Khabib more often because, I mean, hey, Khabib's done a lot more. He's actually defended. Tony Ferguson has that as a I think a couple of losses, but Tony is on a tear, and he's definitely in the line right now for a title shot, and a match between Khabib and Tony would be wicked as well. But that's who I reckon Conor should face next. That's what I got. I think I've said everything I wanted to say about this matter. So that's everything for me, guys. So thanks very much. Yeah, I'll speak to you all later. Love who you are.